This week's Jack Hanania player profile is Kaleb Kirshenbaum. He definitely puts you in the mood for summer with his amazing surfer skills. He's so young, yet has already competed in so many national tournaments. Not only that, but he overcame a life-changing injury. I'm Courtney Wagner, and this is In the Game. I'm here with a young local surfer talent, Kaleb Kirshenbaum. Thanks so much for being here. So tell me, when did you start surfing?
I was about 2 when my dad took me out on my first ride. He put me on the nose of his board and just kind of like held me on the nose of the board and like took a little wave in, and my mom would wait for me on the inside to like pick me up, put me back on.
I know too, you have overcome a really big injury through surfing. Can you kind of tell me the story of that day and what happened?
It was kind of like a northeaster in September.
Yeah.
The northeaster was coming through, and I was doing an air reverse, which is when I go over the lip and rotate, and the wind caught my board and picked the nose into the sand, and I came down and landed on the tail.
So what injuries did that cause? So the board went into like your stomach area?
Yeah, it didn't pierce through, but it hit so hard it caused stomach trauma and intestinal damage, and it split my pancreas in half.
Was that probably the worst pain of your life?
Yeah.
So you had to get surgery that same day?
Yeah. They took me to Wolfson's about a week after I was at Shands in the ICU part, and then they took me to Wolfson's, and that's where I kind of stayed for the rest of the time I was in the hospital.
So how long did your recovery take at Wolfson's?
I was at Shands for about a week, and then I was at Wolfson's for about 5 weeks.
That's a while to be hospitalized that long. And were they expecting that you were going to be able to come back out full force the way you are?
Yeah, they were kind of rooting for me, but they didn't have any high expectations or anything.
Sure.
They're pushing for me to come back.
Yes, and they obviously, how was the care there? They obviously got you back into great shape where you're able to go back out.
Yeah, it was amazing. Everyone was super nice, and they all tried doing little things, they brought dogs in.
Oh my gosh, how fun. What kind of dogs?
I can't remember what it was called, but it was a giant white fluffy dog.
Dogs make everything better.
Yeah.
That's great. And so you were there for 5 weeks, and then was it nerve-wracking going back out into the water after your injury and everything?
I kind of wanted to get back. When I was in the hospital for so long, I just wanted to get back and start surfing again.
Sure, that probably felt great to get back in the water after being in the hospital so long.
Yeah.
And what are your goals for this year with surfing and then a couple years out?
I really just am trying to excel in my surfing and perfect a lot of things, and try and win a national title, and really just work hard at trying to perfect my surfing.
And so who between your mom and your dad has kind of taught you, or is it both of them?
My dad's the surfer in the family, and he's taught me everything about surfing.
That's amazing. And do you all go out surfing together a lot still? Does he help train you and everything?
My dad trains me helps train me, but my mom's never really gone out and surfed, and my brother's more of a skater instead of a surfer.
That's nice. So you and your dad got the surfing genes, and then mom and your brother skateboarding and other things along the way. That's great. And what's some of the best advice your dad has given you about surfing?
He's kind of just helped, so not necessarily about advice, but just really pushing me and helping me get to a higher standard every time.
Sure.
And to just keep trying and don't stop. That's probably the best advice.
Especially too with such a traumatic injury that you went through, and pushing you through that mentally and physically to get back out there.
Yeah.
Which is great. And thank you so much for being here today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.